Hi, third graders. You can see I'm in our classroom today. You can see the word wall back here. So I'm here today to teach you our first reading lesson about researching. So this is a really fun unit, learning about how researchers research topics. Are you wondering what a topic is? Let me tell you. So you're going to pick between two topics, two animals, and I think you did this in second grade as well. The two animals you're going to choose from are snakes and penguins. Okay? So I think you know that I'm not going to choose snakes. I think they're fascinating, but they scare me. So I'm going to be researching penguins. Okay? So today I want to show you that researchers, the first thing they do is order their books from easiest to hardest. Or now we're going to be using texts and books and online videos, etc. So as many things as you can find about your topic, snakes or penguins, you're going to order those books from easiest to hardest. The next thing researchers do is read it. Third, researchers look at the table of contents and the text features, like the text boxes, and they decide what subtopics are they seeing over and over in their books. Okay, let's try this together today. All right, so I have several books here on penguins. All right, penguins. Penguins, look at the baby. So cute. And then I have some text here on penguins as well. Okay. This one's, some birds don't fly. Did you know penguins don't fly? We'll learn about that. Emperors. This one's on emperor penguins. Emperor penguins are ginormous. They're like as tall as a kindergartner. And penguin power. This one's on cool creatures. Okay. You can also find books that can be read to you and that you can read on Epic. Remember I sent that link with your learning packet last week and this week, and I sent it in an email to your parents as well. So you want to get Epic if you can, okay? Because you'll find books on your topic of snakes or penguins there as well. Also, at the Whatcom County Library online, you can use the Connect Ed. It's for kids, and you can search your topic there as well. Okay, so now I know that researchers, the first thing they do is order their books from easiest to hardest. Are you wondering why? Well, sometimes just to get a big view of how to research, it's easiest just to start with the easiest book. Look at that easiest book and see what you can learn, and then go deeper, kind of like our iceberg. Get deeper, okay? So I'm going to put these up behind me here. To research, get ready, sequence, okay? So I'm looking at all my books here. Now, let's look at this one, the penguin. Cool pictures, right? But what else do you notice? Lots of words, right? Yeah. So I don't think this is the easiest book. So I'm going to put this one towards the back. Now, National Geographic Kids, and this one's on Epic, I know that. They have that number, right, to tell you kind of how hard the book is. So I know this is going to be an easier book because it's at level 2, right? Let's look at the table of contents here. It's hard for me because on my phone that I'm recording this on, it reverses it, so I can't read it. So I'll have to read it upside down here. Well, what are they? Penguins. Where are they? Do we have penguins here? Just in the zoo, right? Not just any bird. What's for dinner? Life on land. A chick is born. What do you think that one's about? Yeah, probably babies. Let's look at this one a minute. So not as many words, and remember the words are bigger, and that tells us it's a little bit easier. So I'm going to keep that one up at the top. Now I've got one more book here. Penguins with a cute baby on it. Oh, what do you think? Still a lot of words, but I'm going to put that one in the middle. Okay, now I'm looking at my article. This first article I can see has kind of small words. And then look at the second page. Lots of information, which is awesome, but that tells me that it's a little bit harder. So I'm going to tuck that one in the back. Now the second text that I have here is called Some Birds Don't Fly. It's just one page. Do you see how many words there are? Yeah, definitely one of the easier ones. So I'm going to put that up front. This one's about emperor penguins and all other different kind of penguins. I read it when I was printing it out today. I'm going to put that one in the middle. And then penguin power. What makes penguins special? That one goes in the middle too. Okay, so now I've got them ordered. So what's the next thing I need to do? I mean, I'm going to look at the easiest book, okay? So now this guy doesn't have a table of contents, so it's not super helpful for what I want to do next, because what I want to do next is look at table of contents and start to see which subtopics I'm seeing, in all my different penguin books. I gotta pick that up. Okay, so since there's no table of contents in that article, all right, I'm just gonna quick read it, all right? Most birds fly, some do not. Penguins, ostriches, and kiwis do not fly. Like all birds, they have feathers and they hatch from eggs. Penguins live on land and in water. They have short legs. They waddle when they walk. Penguins use their wings to swim. What do most birds use their wings for? Yeah, to fly. Their wings are like flippers. Have you ever worn flippers when you swim? They propel those penguins in the water, and they're super fast too. Ostriches are the largest birds. They can grow taller than the tallest person on earth. They are fast runners. The rest of this article I can see is about ostriches and kiwis, so I'm just going to stop there so we know that penguins live in land and water. Let's look at the next easy book that we ordered here. I'm going to start with the table of contents. So we looked at it briefly, right? Okay, so that's where they live, what they eat, what's for dinner. What do you think that's about? Yeah, food. Not just any bird. I think it has to do with, let's look at that one. Not just any bird, page 8. I'm thinking that that's similar to this article that I just read from, that they don't fly. Let's see. Penguins are perfect for their lives at sea. Now, I'm reading nonfiction. So as you know, I don't have to start with just the text. I can first look at the text box, the tips, the headings for the pictures. I think I want to start with that instead. Ooh, they have big webbed feet for better steering. Layers of soft feathers to trap heat. Trap heat. Must be cold where they live. They have stiff, oily feathers on top to keep out water. I wonder if they're waterproof. Flippers, big eyes to see underwater. That's interesting. Now I'll finish with the text. Penguins are perfect for their lives at sea. They have a sleek shape for speed. Remember I told you they're fast? A layer of blubber keeps them warm. Do you know another word for blubber? Or something that's like blubber? Humans have it. Fat. Blubber and fat. Keeps them warm. Ooh, there's a word here in this text box. Bird words. Webbed. Connected by skin. So that just means that their flippers have webs between, like ducks, right? We don't have webs. Well, I guess you could kind of call that webs, but You know how birds and ducks have lots of webbing. Okay, finally, I'm going to look at the last thing here. And it says, look at table of contents to choose one subtopic. So I'm going to choose one subtopic from my table of contents to start taking notes on for this week. Okay? So the first thing we did was order. We read our easy text, and now we're going to choose one subtopic to study. I'm going to study, let me see here. I think I'm going to choose the baby chicks, okay, that they have babies. Study one topic here. All right, so I'm going to go to my reader's notebook. You can see I wrote down penguin subtopics, unless you're studying snakes and you write snake subtopics. So some subtopics, what do you think? Where they live, right? Yours for snakes might be similar to this. And if you're going to study penguins, you might have one subtopic or maybe two different than mine. They'll probably be pretty similar though. Where they live, what they eat, I'm just writing this down. Oops, lost my page here. There we go, you're used to this though. Let's see. Dangers, what's dangerous to them? Can you think? Oops, phone's almost dead. And then, where they live, I wonder, I think I'm going to put habitat instead of where they live. And then, let's see, what they eat, dangerous habitat, and I'm going to put babies. Again, as you look through your table of contents, you might choose a different subtopic, or you might add one. Okay? Oh, I got one more. I just thought of it. Types. Remember how I told you that the emperor penguin, super tall? There are a lot of types of penguins, and I know from my prior research that there's lots of different types. So I'm going to add that. So I've got 5 subtopics. 5 subtopics in my reader's notebook. Then I'm going to choose one to start looking at across my books. Like I said, I'm going to choose babies. And I'm going to start a new page. And I'm going to write at the top, yep, you guessed it, babies. And start recording interesting information, maybe in like bullets, about babies. My first subtopic. Okay, so when you turn your video off, first you're going to look for books. Well, I guess first you have to choose snakes or penguins. Look for books, order them, pick a subtopic, and write your subtopics down. Okay? See you next time.